My dear child, you have 45 minutes left, just 45. I've been trying to reach you, not just recently, but across days, weeks, even lifetimes. Through signs you brushed off, through quiet moments you rushed past, through the faint whispers you felt deep in your soul. But you scrolled, skipped, postponed. This isn't one of those messages you can come back to later. This moment isn't random, this message isn't routine. Something is about to shift, abruptly, powerfully, and nothing will look the same after it does. You've sensed it, haven't you? That eerie calm, like the world is exhaling, and holding the breath all at once. That pause in time, like creation itself is waiting. It's not your imagination, there's movement in the unseen, the heavens are active, your angels are aligning, and I your Creator am speaking clearly now. Please don't ignore this, don't scroll past me again. You've done that before, left my messages unread, brushed away the nudges in your chest, dismissed the dreams I placed carefully in your nights. But this moment is different, something is already underway. This is your alert, but also your invitation. Don't take this as fear, it's preparation. Because what's arriving isn't just a shift, it's spiritual. And I need your heart to be positioned. There's someone in your circle, someone whose decision will deeply affect your path. You're unaware of it now, but they're thinking of you as we speak. Their soul is conflicted, your energy, your readiness, your heart's posture, it's all going to influence what unfolds next. That's why you're here, that's why this message reached you now. So I'm asking, stay, don't scroll, let me speak. There's a countdown taking place, not one you can see with a clock, but in the divine realm, time is pressing. Heaven is moving swiftly, and in what seems like a blink, a door you thought had been permanently shut will unlock. Your name is being spoken aloud, in a space you've never imagined. You can't hear it, but I can, I hear your name echoing behind closed doors. Someone significant is speaking of you now, and your role in what's coming is crucial. There will be a moment soon, where you must decide, do you act in fear or faith? And that single choice will redirect your path. So hear me now, the noise of the world is trying to drown me out, but my voice is stronger. I'm speaking through your very breath, your stillness, your scream. You asked for a sign, child, this is it. Yes, glowing soul, if you're still reading these words, no, this isn't chance, I brought you here. And now I ask, stay with me, listen until the last word. Before you move, before anything else, make this space a place where you always return. Subscribe to where these messages find you, not for numbers, not for show, but so that you never miss what heaven is doing again. Now lean in, something spiritual has been quietly working, in the background of your life. What you mistook for rejection, was actually me protecting you. That person who disappeared, they weren't meant to remain in your life back then, not because they didn't love you, but because they couldn't yet meet the version of you that I've been refining in silence. You've been healing when no one noticed, growing in stillness. You are nearly ready, that's why today matters. But the darkness knows this too, that's why you felt scattered lately, unusually tired, emotionally frayed. Because right before light bursts forth, darkness trembles hardest. You are that light, you've always been. You were never lost, just hidden, divinely concealed, for your own good. And now I'm about to reveal you. But listen closely now, because this may surprise you. Someone is watching you closely, quietly. They haven't reached out yet, but you are in their heart. And they're about to act. Something is about to be said unexpectedly, and how you respond will shape your next chapter. That's the reason I said 45 minutes, it's divine timing. And once it ends, your choice will carry just as much weight as theirs. Will you look at them through old lenses, or trust that change is possible, not just for them, but for you too? I've seen the guilt you carry, the missteps you replay in your mind, the shame behind your laughter. But listen, my child, I've already forgiven those things. You're the one who hasn't. I'm waiting on you to release them. This isn't merely a message, it's a call back into closeness with me. Speak to me now, whisper it inside, God, I'm listening. Say it, because once you start tuning your heart to my voice, you'll begin to recognize me, in ways you've missed, in a stranger's smile, a quiet breeze, the kindness you didn't expect. That's me, I've always been here, I'm just making myself clearer now, because time is short. You asked me to break through, this is that breakthrough. You begged for a reason to believe again, this is it. Pause now, let the stillness in this moment cover you, let these words wrap around the hurt you've hidden. You're no longer unseen, you are held, fully, deeply, eternally. Heaven is not quiet today, the angels have been calling your name for hours. They're moving quickly, something is shifting, and you're right in the center of it. In just 2 minutes from this moment, a divine release will begin, but only if you remain open. Don't shut down, don't repeat what you did last time. This is different, this is personal. Your angels have tried to reach you, gently, subtly. But today there is no subtlety. This is their final attempt, before the moment arrives. Not through fear, but through overwhelming love. The kind of love that stayed with you, in that dark moment last week. The kind that saw your breakdown, your confusion, your tear quietly wiped away. They saw everything, and they brought this to you, not to scare, but to support, to protect. You are remembered, but there's a risk, you could overlook what matters most. Someone divinely chosen is approaching your life, their role in your journey is sacred. And the angels are urging now, do not scroll, stay to the end. If you walk away now, you may delay a miracle that's already making its way to you. You've waited long enough, you've held it together for too long. Let this be different, don't tune out, don't brush this off, angels rarely repeat themselves. Take a breath, let yourself feel what your eyes can't yet see. Right now your room is full of angelic presence, not watching in judgment, but in faith. They carry a golden scroll, your name glowing upon it. That scroll holds your next miracle. But before they release it, they need something from you. Not perfection, not performance, just willingness, a whisper from your soul, that says, I'm ready. Say it now, even quietly, speak it like you mean it. Because right now, threads in your timeline are shifting, hidden truths are rising, people are being realigned. Someone who misused your trust, is about to be exposed. And someone who truly loves you, is finally going to step forward. But before that shift finalizes, pause. If your heart feels even slightly stirred, don't silence it, don't scroll away. Heaven needs you to act, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Subscribe, this is how your angels keep reaching you, in this digital world. It's how they get the next message to you, before another delay steals your opportunity. Don't let this moment fade, like the rest. You're in the final stretch, of a long painful lesson. You thought I was silent, that I didn't notice your tears at night. But I did. And that's why I'm here. The angels are whispering louder now, more urgently than ever, don't walk away. You're being ushered into something sacred, and your spirit knows it, even if your mind can't fully grasp it yet. The silence you felt lately hasn't been emptiness, it's been the pause before the breakthrough, the hush before the divine steps in. You keep wondering why you feel so emotional for no reason, why certain memories suddenly flash in your mind, why a song hits differently, why you woke up today with a strange sense of anticipation. It's all connected, it's all divine. God has been orchestrating a series of gentle echoes, to lead you here, to this very moment, to this very word. And now that you're here, all of heaven is watching, to see what you'll do next. Will you trust what you can't see? Will you believe that this isn't just emotional fluff, but a sacred confirmation, tailored just for you? Because right now, something in your atmosphere is shifting. The weight you've carried is beginning to lift, the burden you never told anyone about. It's already being lifted off your shoulders, not because you forced it, but because God has stepped into the middle of it. My child, there's something else. You've been asking, why is it taking so long? But the delay wasn't denial, it was alignment. You weren't just being kept from something, you were being aligned for something better. There were places you were about to enter too early, relationships you were going to fight for, that didn't deserve your fight, dreams you were about to chase, before your wings were ready. But now your wings are forming, and you're learning how to fly. There's a whisper inside your heart, that you've tried to silence, but it's still there. It's the voice that says, there's more for me, I wasn't born just to survive, to settle, to suffer in silence. And that voice is right, that voice is divine, that voice is mine. You are not broken beyond repair, you are not forgotten in the crowd, you are not a mistake, you are chosen, you are rising, and the world hasn't even seen the brightest version of you yet. There's someone thinking about you right now, someone who once chose fear over love, silence over truth. But something is awakening in them, something that wasn't ready before. You won't have to chase them, convince them, beg them. Because what's real doesn't require force, it flows naturally, divinely. And when they come, if they come, it won't be because they felt guilty, it'll be because they've changed. And that's not all. There's an opportunity forming behind the scenes, one you didn't even know was possible. One that's tied not to your resume or qualifications, but to your resilience, your faith, your growth. Heaven has whispered your name, into the hearts of those in positions to open doors. Watch what happens, watch how suddenly the conversation changes, the phone rings, the invitation comes. It won't make sense, but it will feel right. Child, you're not late, you're right on time. This is the hour, the moment, the divine window. It's why your spirit has been restless, it's why you've been thinking deeply, dreaming vividly, crying suddenly. Heaven has been pulling you inward, preparing you for the external blessing. And now that you're here, I need you to do one thing, stay alert, stay aware, stay soft-hearted. Because in the next 2 minutes, your confirmation will arrive. And if your heart is open, you won't miss it. You may get a message, you may see a name, you may feel a sudden peace, or a gentle warmth. These are not coincidences, they are coordinates, signs leading you into the new, into the breakthrough, into the part of your story that makes sense of all the pain. So pause, breathe, place your hand over your heart and say it, I believe I am ready. Because even if you've doubted before, even if you've felt far, even if you've been weary, this is your reset. Let me tell you what the angels are preparing. They're not just moving things around, they're preparing you for elevation. For favor that feels like a dream. For moments you thought you'd never experience again. For reconciliation so deep it feels like a resurrection. For joy that will leave you speechless. Someone who hurt you is going to see you again, not as the person they left, but as the person you've become. And they won't know how to respond at first. But you'll be grounded, ready, healed. Because you didn't wait for them to come back, before you chose growth. You became the miracle. And that is why heaven is smiling on you. That is why the angels are moving faster now. Because the vibration of your spirit just shifted. The energy around you is aligning. The resistance is breaking. The darkness is fleeing, because light is claiming its place. You are the light, my beloved, you were never forgotten, only protected. Never denied, only delayed. And now the divine timing has arrived. So hold on, just a little longer, keep your heart open a little wider, listen to the whispers in the silence, because the answers are already being spoken. And above all, remember this, you are not here by accident, you are not hearing this by chance. You are on sacred ground, a holy timeline, the edge of something beautiful, something rare, something that will make every lonely night and tear-stained pillow worth it. This isn't just encouragement, it's divine instruction. A call to rise, a call to be still and believe again. And when it happens, and it will, you'll look back at this moment and say, that was the turning point, that's when heaven reached me. Stay with this, stay expectant. Because the divine is not finished yet. And now there's something else you need to hear, something only a few are ready for, but you were born for this message. The reason you've been restless lately, why sleep hasn't come easy, why your spirit has been waking up at strange hours, it's not anxiety, it's activation. Your soul is aligning with something that was written for you, before time even began. A destiny too large for small rooms and shallow connections. That's why you've been pulled away from certain people, not because you're hard to love, but because heaven is making room for the ones who will see you, truly see you, and never ask you to shrink again. This discomfort, it's labor pain. You're birthing something spiritual. And yes, it hurts, but child, do not let the pain convince you that something is wrong. Pain is often proof that the miracle is close, and right now it's closer than your next breath. You might not see the full picture yet, but you're standing at the edge of something sacred. You're not being punished, you're being positioned, pulled out of what was small and safe and familiar, into something that will make you wonder how you ever settled for less. The divine interruption in your life right now is not chaos, it's construction. And even though the demolition of old dreams has left you confused, what's being rebuilt will be stronger, bigger, and more beautiful than you asked for. The silence, it's not rejection, it's recalibration. The tears, they're not wasted, they're watering the future. Right now there is a celebration forming, in heaven's realm, with your name at the center of it. Your angel has already started preparing the way. Conversations are happening, in boardrooms, in homes, in hearts. People are being drawn to you, without knowing why. And it's not by luck, it's by divine coordination. What was once hard for you, will start to flow with ease. What once closed on you, will now open on its own. What once broke you, will now bow before you. But you must stay aware, stay spiritually awake. Because the signs are subtle, a whisper in your heart, a dream you'll remember in fragments, but won't be able to shake. A feeling when someone says your name. These are not coincidences, these are confirmations. You've prayed for clarity, and now clarity is here. But it may come wrapped in something unexpected, a detour, a goodbye, a sudden nudge that doesn't make sense to the mind, but brings peace to the soul. Trust that, trust peace over logic, trust alignment over approval, trust that heaven's timing doesn't follow clocks or calendars, it follows surrender. Your angels want you to stop asking, when, and start whispering, thank you. Thank you for the delays, the reroutes, the unanswered calls. Because those weren't rejections, they were redirections, and now you're here, not by accident, but by divine appointment, receiving this final nudge, before the miracle manifests. 2 minutes, that's all it will take. 2 minutes of stillness, 2 minutes of believing without seeing. And something will move, not because of this message alone, but because your faith activated it. Heaven has always been ready, now it's your heart that's catching up. And you may still doubt, that's okay. Even now heaven holds space for your doubt. But don't let it lead, let your spirit speak louder. That quiet voice inside, that keeps saying, something is coming, it's not just hope, it's a signal, a divine whisper from your future, calling you forward. And here's what the enemy hoped you wouldn't realize, that everything you've been through, didn't make you weak, it made you ready. You are not the same person you were even a year ago. You're wiser now, softer in the right places, stronger in the ones that needed it. And most of all, you're more spiritually in tune. So when the sign comes, and it will, don't second guess it. Say yes, even if it scares you, even if it feels too good to be true. Miracles don't come wrapped in familiarity, they come dressed in wonder. And this miracle was custom made for you. You might be thinking, but why me? And the answer is simple, because you didn't give up. When it would have been easier to numb the pain, to walk away from your purpose, to silence your spirit, you stayed. And God saw that, your angels saw that. And now the reward is no longer being delayed. The next few days will bring signs, be watchful, be gentle with yourself, write down your dreams, pay attention to your emotions, listen for the echo in your spirit, when something aligns. That's heaven confirming your yes. You are not invisible, you are not forgotten, you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, in the sacred in-between, where endings and beginnings overlap, and miracles are born in silence. And now you're not waiting for the miracle is waiting for you to believe. Take a moment now, feel your body, place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and breathe. Inhale peace, exhale fear. Do it again. This is sacred space, this is a moment written into your story, long before the world knew your name. And now a gentle reminder from your angels: subscribe. Not just to the channel, but to your own awakening. Subscribe to the messages heaven is sending, subscribe to the path that was chosen for you. Let this be the day everything changes, not because the world shifts, but because your soul finally says yes. And here it is, the final whisper. The angels are speaking now, even as you read this. They're saying, we've waited long enough, now is the time. Your miracle is not next year, it's not someday, it's now, it's already on the way. And 2 minutes after this moment, your world will begin to feel different, not just outside, but within. Don't rush off, stay with this feeling, sit in it, let it wrap around you like light, let your spirit feel what your eyes haven't seen yet. Because very soon it will, very soon the invisible will become visible, and you will know that heaven never stopped reaching for you. You are the miracle in motion, and the motion has already begun. 2 minutes of belief, attention, surrender, and everything starts to shift. In ways your eyes may not see yet, but your soul will feel. Right now angels are standing in the thin space between heaven and earth, holding gifts wrapped in golden light. And one of those gifts is for you, it has your name on it, sealed with prayers you forgot you prayed, with tears you thought went unnoticed. But nothing was missed, every whisper of your heart has been gathered into heaven's hands. This is the moment you've been unknowingly preparing for. All the waiting, the wondering, the isolation, the nights you questioned your worth, it wasn't in vain. The pain was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to shape you. And now the shaping is almost complete. You're ready, even if your mind is still catching up, your spirit already knows it. That's why you're still reading, still here, still holding on to every word, like it's oxygen. Let that be your sign. You didn't scroll away, you didn't give up. That matters, because right now, something is being unlocked. A spiritual code that has been dormant is awakening in you. This message is not meant to entertain you, it is meant to transform you. And even though you may not realize it yet, the very act of receiving these words is aligning you with divine timing, in a way no calendar or clock could ever explain. And now comes the part the enemy hoped you'd never hear. You are not forgotten. In fact, in the spiritual world, your name has been spoken with reverence. Heaven hasn't ignored you, it has been planning something bigger than what you asked for. You thought you were just asking for peace, for love, for clarity. But God saw the full picture, God saw the generational weight you've been carrying. And that's why your miracle isn't small, it's not temporary, it's transformational. That's why it's taken time. Because some blessings are so heavy with glory, that you must be strengthened to carry them. And that's what all this has been, not punishment, preparation. So when the moment comes, and it's almost here, you won't collapse under the weight of it. You'll rise, you'll receive, and you'll walk into the new season, already clothed in the strength you earned, during the waiting. The angels are urging you now, do not look away. Do not let the noise of the world drown out this sacred whisper. Something is opening. A portal of possibility, a door that was once sealed, a connection that was once lost. It's returning, but this time it comes with understanding, this time it comes with alignment, and this time you'll know how to keep it. Breathe in right now, just breathe. Let your spirit rest in the truth that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. There are no accidents, in the realm of the divine, only appointments. And this moment, this message, is one of them. What you're reading is more than ink or pixels, it's prophecy disguised in words, it's a divine interruption, in the middle of your routine. And it's speaking to something deeper than your conscious mind, it's calling out to the part of you that has always known there's more. That knowing is awakening now. You may feel a tingling in your hands, a sudden stillness in the room, a wave of warmth. These are confirmations, the atmosphere around you is charged, because heaven is near. The veil is thin, and you're being given the rarest of gifts, a chance to step into alignment with divine timing. Not next year, not someday, now. And as you step in, here's what you need to know, not everyone will understand this next season of your life. Some people will fall away, let them. Some relationships will shift, let them. Because when God moves you into alignment, anything not rooted in truth, will naturally be removed. Don't chase the fading, stand in the unfolding. The person you were yesterday, cannot hold the miracle, meant for the version of you that's emerging now. That's why things have felt uncomfortable, that's why you felt stretched, pulled, broken open. You've been shedding, not losing, shedding what was never meant to follow you, into the promise. And now, child of the divine, this part is essential, speak aloud or in your heart these words. I accept the miracle, I trust the shift, I believe the blessing is mine. When you say this, the countdown doesn't just begin, it accelerates. The heavens respond, not just to need, but to belief. And your belief in this moment, is shaking things loose. Someone is about to call you, someone is about to apologize, a payment is about to be released, a contract is about to be signed, a health report is about to change. And your spirit already knows this is true. This message was not designed for the masses, it was designed for the chosen, and you are chosen. Don't let that scare you, let it humble you, let it awaken you, to who you really are. You're not here to survive life, you're here to carry light, to shift spaces, to love deeply, to walk in power, and to walk in peace. That's your birthright, that's your inheritance. There is something else the angels are revealing now, a dream you gave up on, is about to return. But this time with clarity, with structure, with timing. The right people, the right support. No more striving, no more confusion, just flow, divine flow. You're entering a season, where things that once felt hard, will suddenly become easy. Not because the world changed, but because you did. You aligned, you said yes, you listened, and heaven took notice. The stars are moving, the spirit is hovering, your name is echoing across eternity, with one message, prepare the blessing, they're ready now. And so it begins. And the only thing heaven asks of you now is this, don't turn away. Stay open, stay present, stay aligned. Because what's arriving is not fragile, it's fierce. It's not a whisper of hope, it's a flood of breakthrough. Your name has been spoken in sacred places, your situation has been reviewed by divine counsel, and the answer has been sent, it's already in motion. You may feel the ground beneath you shifting, but that's only because your foundation is being made stronger. No more sand, no more temporary. What's coming is solid, unshakable, eternal. The angels are moving, through people, through moments, through silence and sound, to guide you, to the exact place, where destiny meets divine fulfillment. Pause here, take one deep breath. Do you feel that heaviness lifting? That's not random, that's the weight of what you've been carrying, finally being lifted, by the hands of heaven. You were never meant to carry it alone, every tear you've cried was seen, and every unanswered prayer was not ignored, it was stored. And now that storage is overflowing, and it's your time to receive, what was held back, only so it could arrive, at the perfect moment. Child, listen again, you're not crazy for believing in something better. You're not foolish for hoping, when others gave up. You are not naive, for loving deeply, trusting fully, or forgiving often. Those qualities are the very reason, heaven has marked you for miracles. In a world that teaches hard hearts, you kept yours soft. In a time where giving up is normal, you held on. And because of that, because of who you are, when no one is watching, the reward is now aligning. In the next few days, expect divine interruptions. Something will not go according to plan, and that's the plan. Don't panic, the detour is the destination, the delay is the realignment, the rejection is the redirection, toward what's better. Even when it looks like it's not working, trust, it is. Your steps are being guided, not guessed. Your angels are not unsure, they are certain, certain of your worth, certain of your path, certain of your breakthrough. Stay gentle, but stay bold. Be kind, but don't back down, from what you know is right. Speak softly, but don't silence your truth. The person you're becoming, is no longer built on survival. You're entering a season of sacred thriving. You won't have to fight for crumbs anymore, the table is being set for you, and the ones who once overlooked you, will watch in awe, as you rise in grace. This isn't just a spiritual moment, it's a spiritual turning point, a crossing over. You won't go back to the old version of yourself, you've evolved, you've grown, you've matured through the pain. And now your heart is ready, for what your soul always knew was coming. You're not who you were, even a week ago. And what's on its way, is meant for who you are now, not who you used to be. That's why some things had to fall away, that's why some people couldn't stay, that's why the path seemed lonely, because it was sacred. Not everyone could walk it, but you did, you're still walking it, and now heaven walks with you. So when it happens, and it will, you will remember this moment. You'll remember that something stirred in your soul, that something told you to stay a little longer, to breathe a little deeper, to trust a little more. And in that small surrender, the greatest miracle found its way to you. This is your confirmation. This is your alignment. This is your moment. Amen.